I started on Essen, but he logged off when I told him to read me RP 13 and 14.
Azale has his CS certificate. He told me, but I haven't talked to him yet because so many mics were going. So go ahead and do what you do with them, Devin.
Sounds good. Azale, have you had your first interview, you said?
Yeah, partway through, I got to where I got my macros and got logged off somehow.
Okay, go ahead and drop your arrest macros for me if you don't mind.
No, I did not get them. He was
Gotcha.
going to get them for me and then didn't.
Okay, so you need to finish your first interview because you got logged out?
That's correct.
Okay, cool. Just have a seat right there for me. Bryn, have you done your first interview?
I have not. This is it.
Okay, yep, stand by. Do you have your CS certificate?
I do.
Can you drag that over to me, please? All right, perfect. I'll get someone over here shortly to be with you. Brandon, you'll do your first pre-video, okay?
Appreciate it. Thank you.
Mr. Urko, same question. Do you have a certificate? Have you done your first interview, sir?
I got the certificate and no, I've not done the interview.
Okay, cool. So we got 3 of you guys ready for first interviews. Okay, stand by.
I can take one.
All right, one of you wants to newbie. He will take you into your first prequel interview. So Azale, since you're at the end, we'll start with you. So.
A new gangster is using one of the report rooms if you want to use the briefing room.
Yeah, I gotta take a shower in NRP room for the rest.
What did you say, newbie?
Yeah, let's go over to the other side behind the metal detectors if it needs.
No, it's not like that.
Yeah, that's fine.
It have to be like this. Look.
Room.
You have to have TMD on it. You have to have TMD on it, right?
Hey, Kane, you took out the wrong thing. You need that command still in there, that /me.
I need what now?
You took out the command that makes the message green, the /me. Here, I'll put it up so you know what I mean. Putting that before the message is what makes the turn a different color.
What, the me?
Yeah.
Hey, Evil Shed, can you do a prequel interview for one of these gentlemen over here, sir?
Okay, well, I have to put what /me. Okay.
You don't have to type it in the chat. You have to do. You have it in macros. You need to change the macros.
Bro just fucking ran from me, bro. That's crazy. Alright, so we got the briefing room and the report room currently busy right now, actually. So until Gangster D or Newbie is done, he's gonna have to be patient.
What was that? I'm sorry, I missed that. I went AFK for a second.
You're good. Gangster D is using the report room and Newbie is using the briefing room. So right now he's gonna have to be patient for one of them to finish.
Sounds good, bro.
Mr. Arab, Mr. Arab, is that okay now? No, wrong one. I was mixed up with one of them. I think I got too many of them.
I think Kane is starting to fail to understand.
Do you have it in your macros? This macro, do you have it in your macros?
The one I'm pressing is the one I fixed, and it's just not showing up the way I got it.
Alright, so when you click on the 4 squares on the left, then you go down, you're gonna see you have direct image on it. Can you click it, please?
Brent, if you just want to have a seat for a moment, just be patient for when we're waiting on one of the rooms to free up, and then we'll get you in, bro.
Yeah, no worries.
But I'm going through for some reason. Whenever I do set it to me, the slash me, it won't go in for some reason.
You have the
Shooting you up or tasing you out of the car, and you still don't want to break your character. You want to remain professional at all times, and you always.
Do we have anybody ready for our training yet?
Information that's going to be beneficial. So it looks like she's talking out of her ass. NRP.
Yeah, that makes sense. Hold up.
Yeah, so like I said, it's one of those things that, like, I'm giving you tools that you can use in your IRL life, but if you don't learn and take the advice as it comes to you, because it's being given in small bits and pieces, I'm not giving everything out in every moment of the day. I'm giving a little bit here, a little bit there. You know, sometimes Smitty and I are kind of bouncing off of each other on ideas. There's even been times that I bounced off ideas with you and Frankie to implement rules on how we think that we see it's fit because of, you know, actions that have been committed in the past. To prevent those actions, you have to create a block, and you block those with rules. And rules are different in every organization. No rule applies to the same person. You can only base it off of things that have happened in the past. And if you don't have a basis to explain that rule to those individuals, then they're not going to see the point of it. So they're going it. And Erica at any point doesn't talk to anyone. She yells, she screams, she dictates. It's like I said, when we went over all that leadership stuff with Miles, it was meant for everybody as well, because there is different forms and different styles of leadership. She's an autocratic leader. That we can see that very clearly. The definition clearly states that individual is out for their own thought process. They're not in it for the team, and that's one of her biggest issues. She's implementing team leadership, and she's not involving her team in any of the decisions. So none of it applies, and none of it works. Not to mention her absence is pretty notorious of why she's probably failing. But again, I can't tell you that because I haven't been over there to, know what's going on. I'm taking insight off of like you or Frankie or, Ace or these other individuals that are giving me their points of view of how things are running. You guys, I know you turn the volume down and you stop listening to me because I'm chattering. I get it.
No, I'm here. Yeah, honestly, I just I think at the beginning it was a little bit of sure we're all curious here and there, but she NRP. I mean, she runs Twitch, so I mean, time to time I'll go pop in there, watch it for 5 minutes, just see what's going on, and it's to the point where I don't even need to watch that no more. We're like I think we're really good right now. With the decisions that were made over the last few days. I can only imagine this new batch of people that are signing on, even our badges, like every single one of these people who are now our best, have put in that time, do have a decent understanding. Of course, they're always going to get better. They're vested officers learning, but they all have the intention to want to help and train, the ones under them and help them, achieve that same success. So I'm excited to see even the three new cadets come in today. I'm sure that these people will all end up being badged officers just from the experience that they get today.
Yeah. By the way, not to go back to that, have you seen her actively rolling her Twitch daily or no?
So here's the other thing: she's never on there. You can see people's past videos, and I don't watch it live or anything, but if I'm having a coffee, I'm going to Twitch, see what's going on, if there's anything up, just whatever it is, maybe 5-10 minutes. But no, she's rolling them, and I only see them sometimes for like 15-minute, 20, 30-minute sessions at a time. So she's hopping in, hopping off. She may not be there. I don't think I've ever seen a video that was an hour.
Yeah, because I was sitting there like on YouTube yesterday because I ended up sending that video that we had discussed to Frankie to show her what the official statement from Rose was when we were in the break room. And I was looking at my YouTube and I was like, oh, well, I haven't set up my YouTube to my laptop yet, so I'll go ahead and do that. And I saw that I had like 3 subscribers, and I assumed that potentially that could be like admins or something like that. Like they automatically subscribe to my channel so that they can basically view what I'm putting in there. Now, I don't obviously put everything and anything into YouTube all the time, unless it's actually needed. So, I was looking at the past videos and I got like 50 views here and I got 60 here, and I was like, who in these subscribers is looking at this, and why are they looking at these? You know what I mean? And I noticed that I think Emily's subscribed to my channel on YouTube. Not that I have it open to the public or anything like that, but yeah, for me it was more of a like in and try to figure out what I'm doing. And then I was like, well, I'll make this video private and then Frankie was like, well, it's still uploading, I can't access it. And I think that's because I made it private even though I shared it.
Yeah, so I make them all unlisted. Unlisted is the one that's private to everybody, but anybody with the link can open it, so they can share it, and there's no issues. So what I do is I actually I do run Twitch.
The what?
I said I second that. That's the way to go, unlisted.
Well, yeah, that's how all my videos are set up. Is they're all unlisted. They're not open to the public. But with these subscribers, I was like, well, are they double dipping and looking into the videos that I've already posted? Do you need my help? I'm sorry, Ace, I didn't mean to leave you hanging.
No, y'all good.
Okay. Yeah, but on that note, I was kind of wondering because I was like, well, how do you get rid of subscribers if you don't want them? Or they're being a nuisance within your channel. How do you delete subscribers or remove them? And I mean, I couldn't even look at blocking them.
So I know on Twitch you cannot do it. So I used to run Twitch back in the day, and I had my name there, like I had and there came a point in time where I opened it and I would have like 10 people watching me. I'd go back and I'd see some of my videos and I had like 50, 60, 70, 80 views, like a lot. And so that Twitch account ended up getting blocked or banned because there was some music playing or whatever. But I opened up a new Twitch account. None of you guys will ever be able to find it because it never shows the game that I'm playing. My name is completely different and nobody views it. So that's how I run my BC because I do truly love Twitch, but just because it's so easy. But if I do need to submit anything, what I'm doing is I screen record over it and I upload that to YouTube. So it's a little bit more work, but like if you can find a way to make it private with a different name, different game that you're playing, whatever it is, it's going to be very hard to find, especially if you choose a popular game that people love to stream. I mean, no one's going to come to yours, especially because when they click on it, it's not even the game they're looking for, and boom, they get off right away. And that way I know I have 24/7 like reliable body cam. I have it for 14 days, and if I ever need to go submit a ticket, I can do it anytime I need.
Yeah.
The annoying part is that, I do need to, well, it's not annoying because when we submit tickets, we don't need to be submitting 5, 10, 15 minutes. So, 2 minutes I go and I record over my screen, not really a big deal. Uploads really quickly to YouTube and, very simple. But I do recommend everybody to use Loom because I feel like people will just put out their names and, like a lot of people are already doing, so.
Oh my gosh, I looked my phone
Oh.
from too far of a distance and I thought Mr. Erko said Miss Erica.
Oh yeah, Urko, we need to add to the blacklist. He was blacklisted way back. He was the individual when we first started IA Smitty that had while Jay Powers was still in, he was that individual that ended up shooting me in the face.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I remember.
Yeah, we got him. We got him a while back, but Jay nor Gucci or any of the other individuals before we actually got into power had blacklisted them. Also, we need to add to Amen God's profile on the blacklist, Demon Hunter, because he's using that name now.
Demon Hunter?
Yep.
Okay.
So go ahead and just do a / and add that to that as well.
Sky has
And then maybe I mean I haven't had anything with Lag Jr. But again, Rasta and I caught that this morning. In regards to that individual joining the cadet. I mean, we don't really have to have a reason.
So D confirmed that he's underage. I believe he tried to do it first. So I added him to the blacklist and I put #underaged.
Yeah, and you can remove him with his cadet uniform. If he decides to ask, you can just say, well, we already saw that you were on the blacklist, so we opted to go ahead and remove your cadet uniform.
Okay, we'll do. I added his name there at the bottom, and we'll see if he comes close to a first or a second, and we'll see if they can take care of it before I go ahead and remove him.
Okay. Yeah, because I had picked him up that day that we ended up I think it was the day before yesterday. We went up to Hands, and they were tasing us out of the vehicle and shooting us before we could even get into the green zone. You know, to do anything, and then we came back and we ended up code 4ing it and coming back for hiring or something of that nature. And I had seen Urko. I started drone in the parking lot to see who that individual, if that individual that shot us in the white suit was still there. And I saw Mr. Urko's name, so I'm assuming he was probably one of the individuals that was involved in that. Taking us out of the vehicle and shooting us. I don't see him. Not to mention he's underage. He's not 18. That was back in the day when Erica and Jay thought that it'd be a good idea to have cadets within the department.
Yeah, I remember that 16 years or something.
Yeah.
How you doing, Mr. Banks? What's going on,
I'm doing
Sky?
good. How are you guys doing?
Oh, you know, another day. Doing pretty good.
NRP, did anyone know that Johnny Knoxville is now the host of Fear Factor? Or is that just me?
No, I did not.
Yes. So Johnny Knoxville, host of Fear Factor.
I'm crazy.
Yeah, I just watched a bunch of people have fucking needles shoved through their arm.
I mean, he would be the perfect one for it, for sure.
Yeah, but Johnny Knoxville is more like Jackass, you know what I mean? He kind of takes a funnier approach to things. I don't know.
Right, right.
They gotta walk the plank like 1,000 foot in the air now.
Have they eaten anything gross, NRP?
Yeah, they had one guy that was smack talking like crazy in the very beginning, but he couldn't handle, like, I don't know how he passed the first challenge because they ended up doing that blender where they put like raw meat, moldy raspberries, all that nonsense in there. And then this last challenge, I think he ended up losing out on, and he ended up getting dismissed. I don't know, he got through the first one. The guy said that he gets queasy if he smells range, which I was like, yeah, well, what I would say would mean RP14.
Right. Yeah, that's some of them people that do eat that and then get kicked out. That would suck.
Yeah, exactly. They had one challenge. So one of them was needles, and then you basically bid on how many times you could get bit by a snake. Basically they put their hand in. It's a bunch of fucking like deeper Burmese ponds that are fighting you, not like snakes. So well, that's kind of a lot. There's no real. I mean, you just get bit by a snake. What's to be? I mean, so scared about that. And then, but again, it's me. So, um, they had one where they had to go through this tunnel, and then they had to pick up rats with their mouth and take them back. And in each section, there's like one iguana in one section, and then in the other one, it was like with snakes. Like with like I would say docile like snakes that aren't gonna end up hurting you. But they had a couple
Do we
like
have
5
anybody for
footer,
RP
6
training yet?
footer, Burmese pythons, stuff like that in there in the water. The snake seemed like it was like, what the fuck, dude? We're just trying to chill.
I couldn't make it through one of those shows, partly because I think prize pool for what
Right.
Trying to get mine to that point.
Radio check. What's your 10, 20? You ready 10, 20? Was there?
So we are doing a hiring event currently.
backed up. So yeah, but our job as vested is to do that.
Join.
My bad, my bad. I ain't go. No, I get that. No, you can't do that. I ain't trying to get banned. My bad.
Yep. Cold liquids.
Like pretty much, I would just like go into people's gangs that not like something and then mess with their allies.
Button yes. It's over.
Why did you drain all the water?
Finish. I want to put my store.
How you doing, sir? What's up? I like it.
Finish. Finish.
Father to go and the correct officer to go.
That shit crazy, but I know people in